Hello guys, welcome to SS Multimedia. This is Arjun Kakonda and today our topic will be problem solving, missing or extra information. So our objective today will be understanding how to use the useful information of from a question to find the answer. So we'll be using the information in a question to find the answer to that question. So, yeah, let's get started. I'm going to start off with showing you a couple of problems. So here we have a question. So we have Peter bought 8 cans of soda and 10 cans of orange juice to a party. During the party, 3 of the orange juice cans were opened and 6 of the soda cans were opened. How many cans of orange juice were not opened? So obviously we have a lot of information here. So now what we'll do is we're going to find the information that we need, like the useful information. So first off, we need to know what our question is. So our question is how many cans of orange juice were not opened? Were not opened. So that's what we're trying to figure out. So now we're gonna underline our useful information, the one information we're gonna use, and we're gonna underline the information that we don't need in a different color. So we have Peter bought 8 cans of soda and 10 cans of orange juice. So what are we trying to figure out? How many cans of orange juice were not opened? So that means we're gonna underline Peter bought 10 cans of orange juice. And the rest of it, I'm going to underline in red so we know that we don't need it. There we go. Now we have, during the party, 3 of the orange juice cans were opened. We're talking about the orange juice, so that's why we're going to underline that. During the party, 3 of the orange juice cans were opened. And 6 of the soda cans were opened. We don't need that, so I'm going to use red to underline that. So now we will write down our information. So we put our first piece of information, Peter bought 10 cans of orange juice. Now let's put our second piece, which is 3 of the orange juice cans were opened. There we go. Now we have 3 of the cans were opened. So now we will be figuring out how many cans of orange juice were not opened. So first off, let's draw a picture of what we know. So we know that Peter bought 10 cans of orange juice. So let's draw 10 cans. I'm going to use orange, actually, because it's orange juice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we have 10 cans of orange juice. Now we know that 3 of the cans were opened. So what we're gonna do for the open cans is we're just gonna put like a check mark like this. So let's do that. 1, 2, and 3. So we have the 3 cans that were opened. Now we're trying to figure out how many cans were not opened. So we will just count the ones with no check marks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that means 7 cans were not opened. Not open. That's our answer. Now we will be doing another question. So let's read our question. We have that Jim had, we know that Jim had 4 pencils and 3 yellow pencils at the beginning of the class. He lent 2 red and 1 yellow pencil to a few of his friends. How many yellow pencils does he have now? So first off, we're going to underline our main question. So our main question is how many yellow pencils does he have now? Now we'll underline our useful information. So we're trying to figure out the yellow pencils. So we need to use Jim had 3 yellow pencils. So that is our useful information for that part. We won't be using 4 red pencils. And then at the beginning of class, so he lent 2 red and 1 yellow pencils to a few of his friends. So he lent 1 yellow pencil to a friend, because multiple people can't use a pencil at the same time. Now let's underline our not so useful information. So 2 red and a few of his friends. Now we are going to write down our useful information. So first we have Jim had 3 yellow pencils. So let's write that down. So we have that written down. Jim had 3 yellow pencils. Now we need to write down he lent 1 yellow pencil to a friend. So let's write that down. Now we have that down. He lent 1 of them to a friend. Now let's find our answer. How many yellow pencils does he have now? We know that he had 3 yellow pencils, so let's draw those. 1, 2, and 3. You don't have to necessarily draw these. You can just do a normal subtraction problem, but I prefer drawing. It's a bit more, it's more easier to imagine it. So now he lent 1 of them to a friend. So let's do this. He lent this one to a friend. Now how much does he have? Well, he has 1 and 2. The answer is Jim has 2 pencils. Now that you know that you need to use the useful information, and the not so useful information is not something you care about because it's just there to trick you. So now you know that. So I want you guys to try problem out by yourself. So yes, it's problem time. So I want you guys to try this one out by yourself. Then I'll show you what to do. Good luck. Okay, assuming that you got a solution, I'll show you what to do now. So we have Jane. She had 3 sheets of printer paper and 5 sheets of graph paper. Her friend lent her 3 sheets of printer paper and 2 sheets of graph paper. How many sheets of printer paper does she have now? Yes, it does sound confusing because it's trying to confuse you. That is why you underline the necessary and unnecessary info. So first off, let's underline our main question. How many sheets of printer paper does she have now? So let's underline our useful information. So we know that Jane had 3 sheets of printer paper. That's what we're trying to figure out, so I underlined printer paper. and we are going to underline 5 sheets of graph paper in red because we don't need that. Now, her friend lent her 3 sheets of printer paper. We don't know why. It's probably because she didn't have enough. So, her friend lent her 3 sheets of printer paper. So, printer paper. And 2 sheets of graph paper. We don't need that, so we're going to underline that in red. So now, again, we'll write down our useful information. So Jane had 3 sheets of printer paper. Now, we also need her friend lent her 3 sheets of printer paper. So, let's write that. And now we have that down. Her friend lent her 3 more sheets. Now to find the answer. How many sheets of printer paper does she have now? So let's draw the original ones. So she had 3 sheets of printer paper. So we're going to draw 3 sheets. 1, 2, I know this does not look like a sheet because a sheet is just pretty much a square, but yeah. And 3. So we had 3 sheets of printer paper. This is what she originally had. Now, her friend lent her 3 more sheets. So I'm going to do those 3 in a different color. So we're going to draw 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. How much does she have now? So we're simply just going to count those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That means our answer is that Jane had, I'm going to write it down here, Jane had, or has 6 sheets of printer paper. There we go. That's our answer. So did you get it right? If you did, comment down in the comment section below. If you get it wrong, don't worry. Just keep practicing until you perfect these kind of problems. Now, good luck, goodbye, and keep watching our videos. If you liked this video and it helped you out, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more educational videos.